Decoding the ancient language of the planets and stars, learning how to speak the native tongue of your soul. The past reveals so much about the future, using the ancient tool of astrology to decode your purpose. Why did our ancestor pay so much homage to the sun, and what does that mean for you? Tapping into the taboo, ancient astrology can reveal so much about you. Astrology is much more than daily, weekly, and monthly horoscopes for your individual sun sign. It's even more than the mysterious Chinese zodiac article that you read on your favorite restaurant's placement. Astrology is actually a tool that's been left behind for us all to decode and use to uncover the why that our soul truly communicates to us. If you thought that was deep, it gets even deeper. Astrology is the ancient language of the planets and stars. Why do you think the saying as above as below is not only so popular but truthful? By taking a moment to look up at the cosmos, we can learn a lot about ourselves on an individual level and about the world around us on a macro level. We weren't the only ones to discover the magic that our galaxy has to offer us. Astrology is very old, like really old. Not only did our great-grandparents have access to the information, but our great, you get the point. Our ancestors actually relied heavily on this ancient science and treated it just as such rather than taking the taboo approach that had been developed the past few thousand years. Across countless cultures all over the world, there are traces of astrology, birth charts, and how they use this ancient language to organize societies. One common theme is revolving around the sun. If you learn anything in science class, it's that our entire galaxy revolves around the sun. Don't you think that it's funny that all of our most successful ancient cultures revolve their calendars around the same blazing ball of light energy? The Egyptian, the Mayans, the ancient Chinese, the list goes on and on. It's also kind of interesting to think about the fact that you have three major signs or your big three. This includes your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. If you don't even know a lick about the astrology, you probably know your sun sign and didn't even realize it. That's a zodiac sign that people know based on your birth date, but again it gets deeper. Your sun sign explains your soul purpose, which is why as you grow in age, you begin to step into your purpose. Or as your ancestor might like to say, rise like the sun. Another coincidence might be that the word soul means sun and is pronounced like soul. Coincidence? I think not. So, the question is, why wouldn't you trust something that our great family members relied on so heavily? Applying ancient knowledge is much simpler than it was back in the day. When you are ready to dive into the mysteries of your own birth chart, all you have to do is rely on resources just like this. From there, the word is literally yours to decode. Not only will you learn about your big three, but there will be so many rabbit holes for you to dive into, you probably won't know where to start. Thankfully, there are all of these resources right at our fingertips. If we look back to our past civilizations, you would actually learn that astrologers were actually wealthy and considered rare and ethereal. They were called upon by only those in power to help make serious decisions when it came to agriculture, laws of the society, and even when it came to war. Astrologers were a hot commodity because it tools days upon days to draw up charts and make the predictions they needed. The internet wasn't accessible and resources just like ours were not as easily shared. Nowadays, you can simply pull up your very own personalized soul path report to learn all about yourself from a cosmic perspective. Mastering your soul purpose starts with learning all about your personalized soul language. Everyone wants to know why they are here. After reading everything above, you can't help but wonder what your own personalized astrology has to say about you and what you came to do. Learning more about your sun sign starts with understanding more about the eloquent language of the stars, starting with your soul sunshine. You will be amazed at how little you actually do consciously know about yourself, not to mention the new things that you will discover about who you are. It's worth a shot, don't you think?